guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing an energy check-in for your connection. Specifically, it can be around your person of interest or just yourself in general and where your head's at, okay? Let's take a moment to just realign with ourselves and just be in tune with our bodies and minds, okay? We had the Strength card being pulled out first, or being flipped over first. With the Three of Swords. Ooh, okay. So I feel like many of us are powering through a fight, or for some it can be an ending. I feel like we're powering through our feelings of not getting what we wanted and not getting what we deserved. We have the Moon card at the bottom of the deck, so I'm assuming that there's just some secrets and some fear that's revolving around this connection. I feel like there's definitely some secrets that are at bay right now. So let's get some more cards. What else do we need? We have the Page of Cups, okay? What else? What else about this Page of Cups? What else about this Page of Cups? Seven of Cups, okay? So either this person might have a lot of, okay, whoever, okay. A lot of stuff is coming out. I still am not being called to put down the deck for some reason. I feel like there's a lot of messages that need to be said. Okay, we'll put this card down right now. So we have the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups out. So whoever your person of interest is, whoever is on the more masculine side, they do have options and they are a bit indecisive. And this is making them spiral into this confusion and not really understanding what exactly is going on with them and their feelings. I feel like they're just kind of pushing it aside. And with the Seven of Wands, I feel like they kind of do know what is in their hearts and what does align with them, but it's going to take some time. I feel like for some, they're just going to let fate decide and let nature take its course. They're not necessarily going to put much effort into this, because they know that whatever they do, it's not really going to benefit the situation. They might just rely it on fate or chance. I'm going to clarify this Wheel of Fortune though. Let's see, what's the bottom deck energy? The Ten of Cups. Okay, so definitely with patience you will get your love wish, you know, whether that be with kids, whether that just be with, you know, your person of interest, just being in union with them, just, you know, playing around with them, having fun. For some, it just may be wanting a future with them, wanting kids with them, and it can get to that place if it's just with patience and understanding that you need to just focus your worries and everything on yourself. Yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, this just means that you have to just plant seeds within you and not be attached to the outcome, you know, being okay with whatever is going to happen, because you honestly, no one can control what's going to happen ever, which sucks. And I had to come to that realization pretty harshly, which sucked. So I'm going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why is this here? Why is this Wheel of Fortune here? Based on the connection, what do we need to know about this Wheel of Fortune? What do we need to know about this Wheel of Fortune? Please, what do we need to know? the Empress. I feel like, yeah, cycles are definitely ending. Cycles involving being stagnant, being in this confused state of mind, and not allowing themselves to fully be in this feminine state where they're all loving and nurturing and wanting to talk about the future and feelings and what's the highest good of all for both of you. What else? Okay. The Fool. So there's definitely a new beginning at start. Kind of like this foolish energy where you don't exactly know how it's going to happen, but you just have that feeling of inspiration and creativity. So definitely just jumping in for it. Yeah, I feel like in due timing, you definitely have the counterpart with the Emperor and Empress. There's definitely this feeling of partnership and divine connection for sure. I feel like there's just need to balance out masculine and feminine energies. Whoever your person is, I feel like they're trying to come to terms with understanding they have a feminine side. You know, we all have both energies residing within us. Some of us have a more natural state, of course, but not many of us know that we carry both of these energies, and we use them at different places and different times with different people. And yeah, the Six of Cups, you guys most definitely had a past life connection with this person, or just destined to meet them, whether it's to teach you a lesson or it is your twin flame for some. For some, it just might be a karmic relationship. If it's not feeding your soul, if it's not growing, it's not making you grow spiritually, making you happy or fulfilled, then it's not a twin flame. It's not someone who's supposed to be with you forever. Please do know that. And the Six of Torches. So there's some great success that's coming in this relationship or connection. I feel like many of you, whoever does feel like this is their reading, and it's only for those who truly do feel like their partner is lifting them up and making them feel great about themselves and just the world in general. This is for them, okay? If you guys constantly bicker and fight and feel like shit, then this is not for you. But for those who, you know, are in option A, there's great success in this relationship. I feel like there's always going to be this constant growth between you guys. Especially in the morning time. I feel like, I don't know why, but just like looking at this card, I'm just getting a sense of a lot of peacefulness and tranquility, you know, just being at peace with one another and still having this passion and igniting within you guys, but it's so much more than that. So yeah, I really like this reading. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you guys and see what else your person or your connection wants you to know, just the general idea and gist on what's happening between you guys and just the overall energy. What do we need to know? 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 Please. 26, Full Spectrum. That is a beautiful card. Okay, I'm going to read this. We're going to flip it over to the book and read it. Let's see, number 26. Full Spectrum. Okay. So you guys can always pause it and read the whole thing. I usually just read the bolded words and the divinatory meaning, because that is like the main idea of it. This is just the whole storyline of this card. So, creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles, going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of duality, exactly, kind of like how we were talking about the masculine and feminine energies. They're dualities. They, one cannot exist without the other. Raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to ancestors, shadows as a fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. So I feel like when they're saying honoring the full spectrum of life, they're not just talking about this connection, they're talking about your whole overall self, your work life, your passions, your interests, you as an individual, not you with this person. Step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create limitation. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime. To heal our disease and crystallize a new way, we need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all we are and allows us to know our truth. It's saying, embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if stories you have held on to are limiting your perspective. So making sure that you're not creating this illusion or fantasy with them, making sure that you see the real story, understanding the good and the bad, not looking at it as a negative way where you can't have this person, and not looking at it as a good way, as too good of a way and as too bad of a way. Too good in a way meaning they're all just about you. And as far as it's saying the merging of duality, making sure you're with someone who has both the masculine and feminine energies intertwined. And I'm going to pull out one more message card to see what universe wants us to know, okay? What else do we need to know? What does universe want us to take away from this reading? What do we need to know for our higher selves? Oh, this is a lot. I'm going to take out one more card, please. One more card, just one card. Okay, that one did not want to. I like this one. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Exactly, guys. If you focus on negativity, you're going to get negativity. If you focus on being this, clingy and wanting a certain way and wanting to have this connection be a certain way, it's not going to be like that. If it's going to be this, if it's an illusion, you want to focus on the general idea. You want to focus on having someone who is loyal. If this is what you want, obviously you can pick and choose what exactly you want, but focusing on the good qualities, like for example, from personal experience, I would focus on loyalty, love, compassion, emotional, mental stability, honesty, kindness, genuineness, all of these qualities. Yeah, that's all that I have for you guys. I hope that this helps somehow. If you did take away something, I hope that you just got this, that whatever you focus on is what you will manifest, that whatever you think, you are right. So if you think that you're stupid, then you're going to think that, you're going to be like that, unfortunately, because you're going to act like that. But if you think that you're smart, this intellectual being, you're going to come across as that, and you're going to invest in becoming this intellectual person rather than just giving up and addressing yourself as this one specific way. So yeah, guys, that's all that I have for you guys. I hope that this helped. And yeah, make sure to give it a like. Try and support my channel, please. I hope that I can try and get this message to everyone and maybe help out a few souls. Bye, guys.